lately? Have you felt a stirring within? A disturbance in the waters of your soul that you cannot quite name? Perhaps it manifests as a heaviness in your chest when you wake up, even though the day hasn't begun. Or perhaps it is a feeling of profound displacement, a sensation that you are walking through a life that belongs to someone else, performing a script you never wrote, wearing a mask that is slowly beginning to suffocate you. You look in the mirror, and for a fleeting second, you don't recognize the eyes staring back. You wonder, where did I go? When did I become this function? When did I become this machine? We live in an age of relentless noise. Every single day, you are bombarded with thousands of demands for your attention, dragging you further away from your center. You have become an expert at survival, at wearing the masks that society hands you to look successful and happy. But in the process, the wild, authentic part of you has retreated into the shadows. It is starving for depth in a world that offers only surface. It is waiting for a signal that it is safe to return. If you are hearing my voice right now, know this: you are not broken. You are not falling apart. You are waking up. Carl Jung, the great mapmaker of the human psyche, once taught us that the soul speaks in images, in symbols, and in shadows. He famously said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." The unease you feel? That is not a symptom to be suppressed. That is a knock on the door. It is the call of the wild from your unconscious mind, demanding to be heard. Deep within the ancient forest of your psyche, there's a spirit animal, an archetype, that holds the key to your healing. It holds the secret of why you hurt the way you hurt, and how you can turn that pain into your greatest power. Today we are going to shut out the noise of the world. We are going to turn off the logical, analytical mind that has kept you trapped in survival mode. Today we listen to the blood. We listen to the gut. Breathe with me now. Inhale and exhale. Before you are four gazes, four ancient windows into the soul. Do not choose the one you think is beautiful. Do not choose the one that looks cool. I want you to choose the eye that makes you feel seen, the eye that makes you feel naked, the eye that triggers a spark of fear or a pang of deep, inexplicable familiarity. Number 1. The burning, amber eye of the lion. A vertical slit of authority surrounded by golden fire. It looks at you with a demand for greatness. Number 2. The deep abyssal black eye of the whale, wet, melancholic, and holding the weight of the entire ocean. It looks at you with overwhelming ancient sadness. Number 3. The sharp emerald green eye of the panther, glowing in the dark, calculating, guarding a secret. It looks at you with piercing suspicion and intelligence. Number 4. The pale golden ice eye of the wolf, wild, unblinking, and stripped of all social niceties. It looks at you with raw, unfiltered truth. Take your time. Look at them. Which one is calling you home? Lock that image in your mind. Before we unlock the door to your psyche, I invite you to join our sanctuary by pressing the subscribe button right now. Consider it a small vow to yourself that you are finally ready to prioritize your own healing journey. Now, let us cross the threshold together and descend into the depths of who you truly are. If the burning amber eye of the lion commanded your attention, welcome, the light bearer. You carry within you the energy of the benevolent ruler and the solar hero. To the outside world, you are the pillar. You are the rock. You are the person everyone calls when their world is falling apart. You have cultivated a presence that screams stability. When you walk into a room, the temperature changes. People feel safer just because you are there. You are the one who fixes things, the one who pays the bill, the one who organizes the chaos, the one who says, "Don't worry, I've got this." But I see you, lion. I see the exhaustion etched into your bones that no amount of sleep can cure. Your wound is the solitude of strength. You have worn the mask of invincibility for so long that it has begun to fuse with your skin. You have convinced the world that you have no needs, that you are a perpetual motion machine of giving. And because you are so good at carrying the weight of the world, people have forgotten that you too have a breaking point. Your deepest fear is not failure, it is uselessness. You are terrified that if you stop providing, if you stop shining, if you stop being the strong one, you will be abandoned. You have unconsciously internalized a painful lie. I am only loved for what I can do, not for who I am. There are nights when you lay in the dark, your body aching from the emotional labor of holding everyone else up, and you wonder, if I were the one to fall, who would catch me? The silence that answers that question breaks your heart. Why did you choose the lion? Perhaps, as a child, you had to grow up too fast. Perhaps you became the parent to your own parents, or the emotional anchor for a chaotic household. You learned that vulnerability was dangerous and that strength was the only currency that bought you safety. You built a kingdom to protect others, but you accidentally locked yourself outside the castle gates. Listen to me closely, you beautiful, tired soul. You do not have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. The sun does not apologize for setting. It sinks below the horizon every single night to recharge in the darkness, and the world does not end. You are allowed to disappear. You are allowed to turn off your phone. You are allowed to say, I don't know, and I cannot help you today. True royalty is not about endless sacrifice. It is about knowing your boundaries. Your healing lies in the act of receiving. Let someone else drive. Let someone else plan dinner. Let someone else hold the umbrella. To be weak, just for a moment, is not a failure. It is the most courageous thing a warrior can do. Drop your shield, lion. You are safe. You are loved, even when you are resting. If the deep, sorrowful, and silent eye of the whale pulled you into its depths, you are the silent healer. You resonate with the energy of the mystic and the great mother. Your soul is not a shallow pool. It is an ocean trench. You possess a gift that is both a superpower and a curse, radical empathy. You do not just understand people, you feel them. You can walk into a room and instantly detect who is hurting, who is lying, and who is grieving, even if they are smiling. You absorb the atmospheric pressure of emotions around you. You are the keeper of the collective unconscious. But, my friend, being the ocean is an incredibly heavy burden. Your wound is emotional flooding. Because you are so open, you lack the skin that protects others. You are a psychic sponge. You walk through the world absorbing the pain of strangers, the stress of your colleagues, the anger of your family. By the end of the day, you feel physically heavy, drained, and filled with a sadness that doesn't even belong to you. You suffer from compassion fatigue. You give pieces of your soul away until you are hollow. You listen to everyone's story. You hold space for everyone's trauma, but you feel profoundly unheard. You are drowning in plain sight, but because you are so quiet about your pain, people assume you are just peaceful. They mistake your dissociation for calmness. You chose the whale because you are craving the deep silence. The modern world is too loud, too sharp, too fast for your nervous system. You are overstimulated by the lights, the noise, the constant demands of social media. The whale calls to you because it lives in the crushed depths where everything moves slowly. You are seeking a sanctuary. You withdraw not because you dislike people, but because you need to decompress to survive. The ocean is vast, but even the ocean has a shore. Your lesson in this lifetime is one word: boundaries. You cannot save the Titanic if your own lifeboat is leaking. It is not your job to transmute the pain of the entire world. You must learn the art of psychic shielding. Imagine a bubble of white light around you. When you feel someone else's negativity, visualize it hitting that bubble and sliding off. And most importantly, you need to return to the water, literally. Take long baths, walk by the river, listen to rain sounds. Water is your element. It cleanses you. Stop apologizing for your need to withdraw. Your solitude is not isolation. It is your charging station. Come up for air, whale. The world needs your depth, but we need you to breathe first. If the sharp glowing emerald eye of the panther hypnotized you from the shadows, you are the keeper of secrets. You embody the energy of the sage, the shadow worker, and the guardian. To the outside world, you are an enigma, a puzzle. You are often described as intimidating, aloof, hard to read, or intense. You do not engage in small talk. You detest superficiality. You are a creature of the night, comfortable with silence, comfortable with the darker aspects of human nature. You see the things people try to hide, but I know what lies behind that cool, impenetrable gaze. Your wound is betrayal. There is a soft, incredibly sensitive heart beating behind those ribs of steel. But at some point, perhaps long ago, you opened that heart completely, and it was shattered. You were naive once. You trusted blindly once. And the pain of that betrayal was so visceral that you made a vow, never again. So, you built a fortress. You became hyper-independent. You decided that if you need nothing from anyone, no one can ever hurt you again. You test people. You make them jump through hoops to get close to you. You push people away before they have the chance to leave you. Your loneliness is a proud loneliness. You tell yourself you prefer it, but deep down, there is a longing for a connection that is safe enough to let your guard down. You chose the panther because it is the master of camouflage. You have learned to blend in, to observe without engaging. You chose this eye because you are tired of performing. You are tired of the fake smiles required by society. You are currently in a phase of hermit mode, reevaluating who is actually worthy of your energy. My mysterious friend, the fortress kept you safe during the war. But the war is over. It is time to lower the drawbridge. Not all the way, just an inch. The panther teaches us that vulnerability is not weakness. It is the ultimate precision. You do not need to let everyone in. But you are starving for intimacy. There are people out there who can handle your darkness, who will not run away when you show your claws, who appreciate the depth of your loyalty. But they cannot find you if you stay invisible in the shadows. Trust your intuition. It is sharper than anyone else's. If your gut says someone is safe, take the risk. Melt a little. The warmth of connection is worth the risk of burning. You are ready to be seen again. And finally, if the raw, unblinking golden ice eye of the wolf locked onto your soul, you are the truth seeker. You carry the fire of the rebel, the outlaw, and the visionary. You have a built-in lie detector that is always running. You can smell inauthenticity from a mile away. You hate rules that make no sense. You hate tradition for tradition's sake. You are the one who asks why when everyone else is nodding along like sheep. You are fiercely loyal to your own moral code, even if it goes against the law of the land. The price of your vision is the pain of the misfit. You have likely spent your entire life feeling like the black sheep, the outsider, the weird one. You feel like a wild creature that has been captured and forced to live in a house, told to sit, stay, and be a good dog. But you are not a dog. You are a wolf. Your soul is suffocating under the weight of social expectations. You feel a constant, low-level rage, a frustration that the world is so fake, so shallow, so unjust. You often feel unsupported, as if you are howling into a void and no one answers. You have tried to dim your light, tried to soften your edges to fit into the round holes of society, but it only hurts you. You are lonely, not because you are alone, but because you are surrounded by people who are asleep while you are wide awake. You chose the wolf because your spirit is screaming for freedom. You are currently in a cycle of breaking chains. You are outgrowing your environment, your job, perhaps even your friend group. The wolf called to you because you are ready to stop pretending. You are ready to bite the hand that feeds you if that hand is also holding a leash. Stop trying to domesticate yourself. You were not born to be a lapdog. You were born to run the ridges. Your intensity is not too much. It is your power. The world needs your wildness. The world needs people who are brave enough to break the old structures. But hear this. The lone wolf is a myth. Wolves survive in packs. Your healing will not come from isolating yourself further in your superiority. It will come from finding your true pack. They are out there. The other rebels, the artists, the wild ones, they are looking for you too. But you must signal them. Howl your truth. Create what you want to create. Speak what you want to speak. Do not water yourself down. When you stand fully in your authentic power, your tribe will find you. Run free, wolf. The forest is yours. Take a deep breath and let it go. Whether you are the lion carrying the weight of the sun, the whale holding the depth of the ocean, the panther guarding the secrets of the night, or the wolf howling for truth, please remember this. The heavy feelings you have been carrying, the anxiety, the loneliness, the feeling of not belonging, they are not flaws. They are not mistakes. They are the cracks in your armor where the light gets in. You do not need to be fixed simply because you were never broken. You were just disconnected. Tonight, that connection is restored. Remember that the lion needs the water of the whale to soften. The wolf needs the silence of the panther to think. You contain multitudes. As you turn off this screen and return to the silence of your room, carry this truth with you. Your sensitivity is your compass, not your burden. You are a masterpiece of complexity. You are allowed to be strong and weak at the same time. You are allowed to be wise and confused at the same time. Be gentle with yourself tonight. You have carried these burdens for so long. You can put them down now, even just for a few minutes. I want to know who found you in the dark today. Go down to the comments below and leave me the sign of your soul, the lion, the whale, the panther, or the wolf. Let the comment section become a sanctuary. Look at the other comments. See, you are not alone. There are thousands of others just like you, fighting the same battles, dreaming the same dreams. We are a pack. We are a pod. We are a pride. Thank you for trusting me with your time. Drink some water. Look at the moon. And remember to be kind to the person in the mirror. I am sending you love from my soul to yours.